Welcome to PNWDigital.net. Today we're going to talk about how to add the PNWDigital.net MMDVM servers to your Pi-Star device. We're going to assume that you're going to use either PuTTY or the built-in emulator inside of the expert mode for SSH access into your Pi-Star device. First thing we're going to do is log in as the Pi-Star user with a password of Raspberry, which is the default password. If you change that, you should know what that is. You'll notice that the prompt comes up with an RO towards the end of that command line. We need to change this SD card into a writable so that it will save our changes. Once you go into the read-write mode, it's a time-limited factor, and so you'll need to be somewhat quick about entering your commands and getting everything completed before it times out and goes back to a read-only mode. If it does go back to a read-only mode, you can enter any of these commands and all of these commands all over again without harm to your system. If you get partway through the process and it fails, simply start at the last process where you were. So if it fails at the script, enter the script again. After you enter read-write mode again, type in the script or copy and paste the script URL, and away you go. You can do that as many times as you need to until it gets completed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll enter the read-write mode by typing RPI-RW, and you'll notice that the prompt changes to an RW towards the end. The next thing is that we're going to access the privileged mode, so we're going to type in sudo space su, and the prompt will change once again, and you notice you'll be in a root with read-write privileges. From here, we're going to type in or copy and paste the script URL in the email that you have received. This is case sensitive, and all of the information contained in this string needs to be entered exactly as it sees in the script, with all of the spaces, capitals, underscores, and everything else correct. If you do not, it will error out as it will not complete, and you will have to enter all of this information again. If you have the opportunity to copy and paste, it is the easiest way without making any errors, as you can see. Once you have that line either typed in or copy and pasted in, you can hit the enter button, and it will go through and download the script and start the process. If you're ready to start the process, type in the yes. Alright, it's going to ask you a series of questions. The first one is your DMR ID. Put in your DMR as issued by either radioid.net or DMR Mark when they were around. Press enter. The next several lines will be about the port numbers for the server specifically. These port numbers are 5-digit numbers, which are also provided in the email that was sent to you. I'm going to enter dummy information for security purposes. Please make sure that you enter the correct port number for each server. The next one for Susie, enter the correct port number for Susie, please. The next one for Wes, please enter the correct number for Wes. After this line, if I were to hit enter, which I will in a moment, you'll see that it says that this is a single slot device, a one-slot device. That means that this only has one time slot available, unlike the duplex boards made by a few manufacturers. If you do have a duplex board, and if this script recognizes that, it will also ask you on the next line for the port number for Rex. Please enter that information if you have a duplex board only. Okay, once we enter the last port number for the server, the script will go through and it will add the correct port numbers that you've typed in and your DMR ID into the DMR_hosts.txt file, which is where all of the information is stored. The servers that will be added are Bridget, Susie, Wes, Peter, which is the publicly accessible server, and if you have a 2-slot device, it will add Rex. Once it adds the correct files and the lines to the correct files, it will go through and do all of the PyStar updates as if you were to hit the update button on your PyStar dashboard. This process takes roughly 60 to 90 seconds to complete. Once it does, you'll be prompted and you'll see a completion screen. In order to complete the upgrade and the updates, please reboot your PyStar. You can use the reboot command. That will shut everything down nicely, restart everything, and bring everything back up as it's supposed to be. Okay, once that's complete, go ahead and type in that reboot command. What's next is, after the PyStar device comes back up, go back into your MMDVM dashboard, and you will find a drop-down menu in there where you will be able to select at the bottom of the drop-down menu a list of the PNW servers. Those will be listed at the bottom of the drop-down box. Please go find that, and if you need more information, please email us at tech@pnwdigital.net. And don't forget, the last thing we're going to do is reboot our PyStar.